excuse me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Well, good morning, everybody. Maybe we're going to get some rain. Yes. Meeting will please come to order. We have proof posted in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, is amended, known as the Texas Open Meetings Act. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall have 3 minutes. Hallelujah. We're going to number 1, budget transfers and amendments. All right, Karen, we don't have any budget transfers? No, ma'am. Thank you. Item number 2, approve and pay bills. Have a list. We have a couple bills.
I make a motion we approve and pay the bills.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 3 is to discuss using discretionary exemption in accordance with Local Government Code 262.024 to build a new bridge on County Road 640 Precinct 2.
I had budgeted in this coming year's budget to do this project. And in light of our meeting last Wednesday, the situation, I went and looked at everything, and it's gotten worse. The oil sand's cracked. It's pretty bad on one place where it's real stiff. I think it's still safe. I hadn't shut anything down, but I'm watching it every day just to make, because there's trucks going to that plant every day. About 3 to 5 trucks go through there minimum every day. And I'm gonna have to do something. Matt can get to it. He can. I mean, it's in between jobs, and it's kind of one of those deals. I feel like our time is kind of the essence, and he can actually start next Monday. So that being said, I've talked to the plant about them rerouting traffic, trucks, you know, to while we're got it shut down, because it's pretty. Bottom line, that this thing, we've been kicking the can down the road a long time, probably 50 years. I mean, it didn't got this way overnight, but it's got to the point where, because Daddy, it's just, I mean, it was a problem way back there, and it's we got to fix it.
And
It's got
pretty steep.
And there's a tank car there, but I'm gonna have to drive all these pilings and put head walls to make this, to widen the road, make it safe. And it's 30 foot on one side, and water actually went over the road this spring. The tank car didn't handle it all, so I'm gonna replace it with a bridge. If I'm gonna spend the money to drive pilings 30 foot, and have a 30 foot head wall on one, 25 foot head wall on one side, there's no sense in putting a tank car might rust out and have to go back then, somebody down the road to have to deal with, so I'm gonna put a bridge in there. And anyway, I met with him anyway. That's where I'm at, and I just feel like probably time is of the essence, just to keep in line with what happened, just to make sure nothing else, prevent anything else from happening. That's where I'm at.
Is that a motion?
A motion to approve using discretionary exemption in accordance with
I make that motion.
Local Government Code 262.1024 to build a new bridge. That's your motion?
Yes.
That's your second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion carried. All right. Item number 4 is to discuss county projects. Now we have several things that are in the works, and then so let's just get an update on what we're already working on.
I can update on the federal building. Sheet rock's done. Put the texture on the sheet rock today. Should be done with that today. And then the painter will come in, and then the trim guy will come in. The doors parts ordered, so they're on schedule to be through before the end of this month. I guess at that point, and Leonard, you can chime in, that's kind of on the construction side of it. From the software side, as far as moving anybody over there, we're still looking at January.
Yeah, because of
The data conversion, yeah, LGS, we've put net data on notice that LGS is gonna be handling the, everything except for the auditor's office and the treasurer's office. So net data has to release that information to them, to do the data conversion on it. That has to be done before we can launch the LGS and E-Force at the same time.
And we have you talked to Hot Dog about when they might want to plan on moving the 911?
waiting on the E-Force, we'll have to give, I'll talk to Christine today, but we'll have to get them to do it after the first of the year.
I know we have to let them know ahead of time,
Yes, ma'am.
so you'll let them know it's coming up,
Yes, ma'am.
approximately when, and, okay.
One other unknown at this time is on the CGIS, where we're getting our information right now, which is Hawkins County, is that right?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Or are you talking where it comes from currently?
Right,
Hopkins County.
yeah, Sulphur Springs.
Sulphur.
And CGIS is making some changes, and this goes back to cybersecurity and protecting information and stuff like that. And there's talk that they might, before the end of the year, make it where it doesn't go from the satellites.
That's gonna be a routing connection.
Yeah, so we may have to put if that's the case, if they mandate that, then we would have to put a dedicated circuit in that building, kind of like we had to do for the tax office up here, which would be on Windstream. And none of that can happen until Windstream replaces all the switches that we currently use from them. So before anything can happen, Windstream has to come in, and they're supposed to have that, they're supposed to do that project in the month of October. That's their last update, and they'll have that done.
So really the holdup is the transfer of information.
Who's gonna carry their commission? We decided that yet? The dispatchers? Is that something that the sheriff's supposed to do, or is that something somebody else is gonna do, or? I mean, because he had mentioned to me that he was out. I mean, that just, the way I understood it, once we got, we were gonna do, I mean, I'm not speaking for him in any way, but, I mean, I think, as I recall, he said once it's done, it's gonna be, it's gonna be out of my control. And that's,
I think with the CGIS issues, we're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. We just know it can be done because Limestone County,
Sure.
has made that transition, and so is Leon County.
does the sheriff of Limestone County carry it?
They don't.
Do you know who does?
Mahia
The Hayes Police Department does.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get some new signs for the new tax office to put up, showing, and I thought this would be a good time to show to our newspaper lady. We're gonna have signs showing that there is a different entrance, and that's mainly for trucks and trailers. They can park in the back if they need to, have access to the tax office. You can get a copy of that, what the new signs are gonna show, so they will know. All right. Now, any other projects that we have currently?
Roof on B.A. building ain't working.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. We can see that going up. That's
Moving quick.
They get the AC all relocated and installed, y'all cool now?
Yeah, they did that really quick. Yeah, first, and then, like I said, just the roof kind of keeps being worked on, but it seems like they're making pretty good progress. Also, they're inside working on the ceiling as well. Yeah, working on that, so kind of those areas.
It's good to get those air conditioning units off of the roofs. Saves money in the long run, with not having to get a lift to repair or move and change, and
Be nice to get them off all these buildings.
it would, yeah. All right. Is there anything else that we're working on currently that we're trying to get finished?
Is there any way we can have a workshop with James Ross and Leonard in attendance, and we're trying to finalize all our,
FEMA.
FEMA stuff?
We can set a
But
meeting.
I didn't know how to,
We'll just set a meeting, and that way anybody wants to be there can be there. Wouldn't that be the best?
We need
And all the
we need all, we
commissioners?
be all together, we don't need it on computer, I mean, I have to watch it.
That October 22nd deadline is gonna slip up on us.
Yes.
All right, when, does anybody have a calendar, when would y'all like to, are we gonna have them to come and talk to us?
We need Mr. Ross
we need
here.
Mr. Ross there.
All right.
Again,
Who will contact him to see when he can be here, and then we'll set the meeting at
I'm
that.
waiting on an email back from him today. He wanted to meet with myself and one of the TM guys this week.
Okay.
On some stuff. So I just wait to hear back from him and I can ask him when he.
Yeah, throw that out there, and that way, because we're looking at,
Yeah.
you know, next week's 1st October, and then that 22nd is gonna slip up on us.
If you will call our office and set a meeting whenever you know that he can be here.
Let him know we need notice, because it'll have to be posted.
Yeah.
And if we get enough, if there's enough time, once he says he can come, we could probably have all our numbers, fill it out, and just knock it out that day.
yeah, give it to us.
Yeah.
I cleaned up, I got the numbers together on everything else. Debris.
Well, it'll have to be at least 3 days from now, so
Let's do it.
probably next week.
It might be
Yes.
down the line than that,
Turn in everything we can.
yeah.
All
Might
right.
be about three, so.
We started, but I had to pull off this one. Was oil sand down before we started peeling off, kind of cover spot on.
All right, we're going to discuss another new project also, the election administrator. The access going into and out of that building is challenging for some people. And so if we could move that entrance to that tax office, to the election office around close to the annex that's there, then I think it would make it much easier for the people that have to come and access that office. And it wouldn't be a huge project.
And measure for concrete, and as long as you go between 35 and 40 foot off the existing sidewalk that's on the east side of the records building, if you go 40 foot east and then 40 foot south, that's square right there. You could, when your cars come in, you could have handicap parking basically right up to the front of the advocacy building. And to cheapen it up, not do concrete on the whole thing, anything outside of that right there, just, there's already white rock there, we can oil sand it or whatever. That's gonna be about the wax it, the cheapest way to do it. That way, if somebody gets out of their car, they're walking, they got a flat surface all the way over to the wheelchair ramp. Get them up on there.
It's difficult to get in.
Yeah.
They can't fence that road gate and all that down like we looked at the other day, and we just turned them in, put a cover, and that gate turned them in there by Aaron's office.
Yes.
plenty wide.
Yeah, you turn off of Main,
Turn
you
off.
would turn
West side of Aaron's off.
west side of it, right there. Turn left and left again.
Have another gate.
Okay.
Okay.
If we move that fence down or put some kind of little fence between the 4-H barn
Yeah.
and the
Gotcha.
other trailer,
That make it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
and then we don't have to worry about that because we put another fire surge on that gate down there and it still didn't fix
We
it.
haven't worked on
Yeah.
that.
So
And this is
it just
much-
takes it all out of the equation.
Yeah.
Need it.
Simplified.
Yeah. Put a farm gate down there at the backside of the records building. We'll lock up where nobody can get back in there to the
Back in the barn.
Yeah. barn.
And we had talked about maybe looking for another place to put that, but this would be a lot more economical, and also with having all those machines in the back already set up,
Yeah.
it just is a good fit.
What do you fix it up for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that will be in the next budget, just talking about going forward, if everybody's in agreement to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think we could get anything done during this budget, it's too late. And it's not gonna be a huge expense, so anyway, I think something we'll be looking for in October.
Concrete would be the biggest expense.
Now, when we looked at, when those people came, we were gonna have them look at the roof and look at the issue on the 4th floor. So where are we on that?
We have to submit, when we get Mr. Ross down here, when we do this paperwork, part of what we'll be doing is turning in for the roof repair based off of the quote that we received. I'm trying to think of the name of the company.
In there about,
We got a hard copy of it, and then I asked him to email it as well. And so we'll have to submit that to FEMA. We do need to contact our insurance company. Prior to that.
Okay.
And as far as the DA's office over there, pretty much the same thing. We can submit what we got, the quote we got from Jerry Donner.
See if we can get any type of assistance through our insurance on those two issues.
we better come, they need to come on and look at Jerry Don, he's been covered up.
Well, FEMA's already seen it.
Okay, I'm talking about the insurance company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna send an adjuster out, they need, yeah, he's been covered everything.
Probably get somebody here, I guess, pretty quick.
I can communicate with them and see, usually they can send somebody out pretty quick, it's usually a third party, but they just came not too long ago, and they went around to all the buildings. And,
Well, that might, did they not see
I haven't,
anything?
they haven't sent me, I haven't seen anything on what they did, but I do know that they did come.
If we get
And I
a,
had told them about the, the new tax office, and that was the one that they really wanted to go to, and I told them about the DA, about the roof there, so,
They already looked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they already
they
have.
have
yeah,
already.
they have a report saying that what damage we incurred is not gonna be covered, that's what FEMA is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, anything else?
Real quick, and it may be, Lloyd may know this answer, he may not, but I know the question is about the roof being finished before the fiscal year. I know that's the timeline, that we talked about with him on getting it done. But I didn't know if you had an update on kind of when he was thinking about finishing that roof up, because I hadn't talked to him about that
And
here.
what we had talked about, would we be able to pay maybe a percentage of what's,
The way, as far as the outside auditor, if we don't finish it, we paid some ahead of time, they want you to take it out of prepaid. And so it would be out of prepay and actually not come out till October, so if it does not come in, if it doesn't get completed. So,
So we can't do a percentage
we
pay?
can't, no, not from one year to the next.
I wonder, is the roof different than the ceiling in that? You see what I'm saying? Like you completed the roof,
Oh, I see.
would that be different? Does it just
Well,
have to
it was
complete the
just
whole?
part of the, if it was part of the bid, just depends on what
I see.
was included in the bid.
I see. Anyway, that question came
Did
up.
we break it out? That's not, break it out.
Right, not when it was bid together.
And to answer your question, Brian, when I did talk to Jerry Don last week, he said that that was the plan, was to be finished,
Okay.
by the end of this month.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
We're kind of in the same position over here, with the work in this office.
yeah, he's rolling. He's going fast. But I knew that question came up, so just want to kind of say it out loud, just to make sure we're all on the same page about the timelines and what we're looking at there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anything else? All right, any comments? If not, we
I make a
have.
motion, we adjourn.
All right.